Nothing changes if nothing changes. Welcome to a podcast. Hi, it's Monday evening because I was doing this yesterday and then there was a storm and no, my power didn't go out. My cat was not having it, okay? Just the one was just very, very not well. So there was stuff to deal with. And so then today I worked and then I had errands to run that took way too long. And then I got home, dealt with some stuff for the cats. I was making some notes for today because yesterday's topic no longer felt like, ooh, I want to do it. So I was like, while I was doing my errands, I'd thought about something else. So I was making notes. What was that something else? Breaking cycles. Like, not in the way you think, probably. This is like not necessarily interpersonal, more like getting over my own like desire to not be perceived. Because here's the thing. You can't get help that you don't ask for. So, all these hard conversations I've been having, they've been sort of paying off, I guess. And I was thinking about how I flamed out last year in like a meteorite kind of way, and how that almost happened this year and then it didn't because I told my boss like, hey, something needs to change. And I said why instead of like trying to like obfuscate things or like put distance between me and the problem, because you know, it's I don't know. I don't like people to pity me. It's not. There are some things that people find out and then they pity you. So like that's usually why I'm using that like kind of language. But I even like tried to come up with solutions before I did anything. And so we're like trying something different. I'm like trying to figure out what the issues are in as concrete a way as possible. So, yeah. So I don't know, we're trying. And so like that's different than last year, is that I'm trying. This month has been just a giant shit show. It is the 28th of July and literally the entire month has been something stupid after something stupid. Bad news after bad news, L after L. It has been a lot. And like, I did shut down for a minute. Like, I really, really just shut down. Like, I was doing all of the things. I mean, except for Duolingo. Like, I haven't gone back to that. But, like, I was keeping up with my household stuff. And, like I was putting on a good show, but, like, I didn't care. The only reason I cared at all was because I didn't want people to ask questions. That was it. Like, I didn't want to deal with stuff. And then I just kept going anyway, and I'm still not particularly excited like I was, but like I feel this is going to be a really, really weird analogy. Okay, so there are a multitude of tables at my job, right? And there are these ones that are the heavy tables, but they're only like, they're downstairs heavy. There are some that are upstairs that are, I don't like to touch them. But these ones are like the heavy ones that are downstairs, right? And last year they were heavy. There are also some desks that we have that they're kind of cool looking, but the top is so heavy, and they're triangles, so they have 3 legs, and they are like weirdly weighted. I could not handle those either. And this year I am like, this is nothing, and I'm like, all the furniture, moving it around, blah blah blah. Like, I have gotten like noticeably stronger. Like, there has been a change because I have been doing the things, right? And like, that's kind of how it feels mentally right now. Like, it feels like it is still really, really hard. But like, I'm doing it for longer. Like, I'm not really holding a whole lot of heavier stuff that I wasn't dealing with last year. There's like a singular situation that I just didn't expect to be dealing with ever. Being an adult is just being a child with taxes. And credit. Notice that there was not an adjective there. It's just, it exists. Is it good? Is it bad? Who knows? Not you. I'm just playing like I know my credit score. You don't need to know it though. But overall, like this time last year, like I was barely hanging on. And this month, like, it's like every day. Like, I was almost hit multiple times today while I was running my errands that were absolutely necessary. 'Cause, you know, I have to take care of the cats. My car needs gas. Like, there are things I got to do. And this time last year, like, I just couldn't. And then this month, just everything has sucked. But like, I'm still going better than I was last year. So, I don't know. Like, acknowledging that is part of breaking, like, my internal cycles. Like, there was an interaction that I had with somebody like 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, what is time? Anyway, it's not important. But like, old me would have been like, oh no, now they hate me forever because like I reacted to something. And instead I did not do that. Like, I did my, like, okay, I need to go calm down, obviously. But then, like, literally, like, the next time that I saw them, I was like, come here, hey. And, like, I talked to them about it. And then, and, like, it went well, right? Like, it was very brief, yes. But, like, it went well. And I, like, texted one of my friends. And I was like, this is just for the next time that I feel like nobody loves me. There is empirical proof against it. Oh, nobody cares. Yes, they do. Just because, you know, like, it is really, really hard to find the joy. So if it's that hard to find, like, then you gotta make sure that you're keeping track. And so now I've, like, started keeping track, and not in a, like, ooh, today I'm thankful for. Nah, like, hey, stupid depression that's gonna come back because you're bipolar. You're lying. It's just like how I have to be with my intrusive thoughts. Like, the number of times I have to tell myself that I'm absurd. Or be like, hey, let's logic that one out, huh? How do you picture that one ending? Because sometimes that's just like, your self-talk doesn't have to be nice. You should be kind to yourself. You should always be kind to yourself. But as someone with the sensibilities of a middle schooler, I know what middle schoolers respond to. And I proceed accordingly. I have a medicine reaction going on. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so I've basically just trying to be, like, direct with everyone. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of letting someone else's voice stop me from doing things. And that other voice is the one that tells me that my needs are not important enough to even talk about. Because, like, you can't bring folks down. Gotta keep everyone. I'm gonna stop before I say some inside thoughts on the big open internet. I know. Like, I shouldn't worry about, like, being nice about this person, but it's not the person themselves that I'm trying to protect right now. So, but I've got a lot of minimization and, like, dismissiveness and so I'm just used to, like, I'm not just used to not being considered, I'm used to removing myself from consideration too. And I'm trying not to do that anymore. And it's like a very long slog uphill. Both ways in the snow. Barefoot. Yeah, I don't know. I've been still practicing, and it's like being able to go further. Like, I'm not necessarily any better at anything, but I have more endurance. I guess that's something. Like, I guess that is something, is that I do have I still have hope. Ew. That's gross. Yeah. Like, I had my little apathy moment, like, oh, what's the point? But, like, this is the point. Actually. This is the point. The point is that the situations are always going to come back around. And if you keep dealing with them the same way, they're going to keep coming back around. Why? Because I bet every one of those situations that keeps coming around involves interpersonal dynamics. So, like, you keep finding the same people because you're still the same person. It's like that AA thing where, like, you got to change your nouns, right? People, places, things, and ideas. You got to go not to the bar. You got to not hang out with your dealer. You, like, You got to stop thinking that the only solution is at the other end of insert gear here. Like, those are all the nouns you got to change. And the same applies to, like, general internal growth. And it has taken me a lot of time and messing up. I'm still messing up. I hope I don't stop messing up, because then I'd be dead. And I don't actually want that. But like, it took me a long time to really like internalize like how much needs to change in order for anything to change. Like, it started really, really small for me. It started with, I met someone when I was in a residential program, and we were friends in that program. And it was for mental health, and it was a veteran program, so he's a veteran. And he almost immediately upon graduating the program, and this wasn't his first time, but instantly, almost, he backslid. And we were friends on Facebook. He had been, he knew about me getting my new disability raised and everything. And so he contacted me and was like, "Oh, did you get your back pay?" And then he asked to borrow money, and I said no. And then I blocked him because I hadn't spoken to him in almost 3 months before he randomly called me to ask for money. And he'd been sliding backwards before that. I was like, no, I'm not going to be that person. I didn't yell at him or anything, none of that. I just said no. And then when we hung up, I did all the blocking. And maybe that's passive aggressive or whatever, but it wasn't about him. It wasn't. And then I've just slowly gotten better at saying no to people that are bad for me. And now I'm trying to work on the ideas part and letting go of things that used to be helpful. There's a version of me in the past who needed to not be perceived. That at that point, it was a very good thing to not be noticed and to not need. And the problem is that the longer that you go without voicing your needs, the harder it becomes, because the more people expect you to not have them. So that's something I'm working on, and I'm still very bad at it. But things are changing. I'm attempting to have hard conversations that I don't want to have. That's why they're called hard conversations, because they're fucking hard. But I also have I don't move, but I leave. And we're getting kind of close to that. Actually, we've gone over a little bit already. I run away from, like, I don't know. Like, as soon as stuff gets hard, I'm like, and I'm gonna go find a new everything. But not like, because this one's bad for, not in the healthy way of like, hey, this isn't a good situation for you or whatever. No. This is, this might be good for me. Press X to doubt and then run away. And I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to, like, give things a chance to be different. That's wild. I don't know. I'm trying to give people a chance to be different. I don't have or want a lot of friends. And I know that there are people watching right now that are like, yeah, you do, because they know me in real life. And they think that all of these people that are always talking to me are my friends. And I guess there's ways you could manipulate language to make that the truth. But, like, I do not consider everybody that I know to be my friend, no matter how I say things colloquially. And also, I don't like to hurt people's feelings. There are a lot of things that I'm very open about because I'm too tired to keep explaining things to people. I'm too tired to tiptoe. And I'm too tired to mask. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm very open about. And there's stuff that one person knows. Two people know maybe. Because I don't anymore. Because I learned that, like, nobody cares. Not really. Like, they want to. Everybody wants to care, but, like, everybody has, like, their threshold, too. And so, like, to me, though, like, being able to talk about stuff that's hard, that doesn't sound hard, like, that is my friendship. Like I do all of this stuff for people because I like doing stuff for people. I like to make people smile. Compersion. Like, I love other people being happy. But I don't want or need that energy back because receiving that has always been fake or had strings attached or been thrown back in my face. I need consideration, quietness, space, to be seen, validation. Yeah. So my friends are quiet. My bestest friends are not like that. They are not loud. They're not like, okay, so here's the thing is they are though, but not like, they're not as like, I like to do things like feed people, and I get people things. Last year for teacher orientation for a religious school, I showed up with like a giant bag full of stuff for various folks whom I had seen something and been like, that one, yeah, that makes me think of so and so. And that was just the first time I was going to see all of them since like the beginning of summer. So like, I just gave it all out there. But like, I love doing that kind of stuff. But I don't need it or want it because there's always been strings, and so I can't keep waiting for somebody to throw back their kindness in my face, because then it's not kindness, is it? So yeah, I've been trying to let other people like be around, but like I'm not friends with people. Even the people that I do all this stuff for, like I don't necessarily think of you as like a friend just because I do something nice for you. I don't know. And now there's a bunch of people that are like wondering if we're friends or not. I'm sorry, probably not. Like, not in, like, not the kind of friend that I'm going to ask to do anything, like, for me. That's, if I can't ask, like, if I don't feel like I can ask you to do something, we're probably not friends. And the people who are my friends understand where that line is on when you just can't ask anybody for help with a certain thing. That doesn't count. But like, if I don't feel like I can have a hard conversation. And now my freaking camera is about to overheat. Let's see. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. Probably not. This sucks. I'm going to be up so late trying to edit this and put it up. Well, we'll see how far we get. Okay, so, yeah, I've been working on breaking all of these different cycles, letting people be different, and trying different things myself. I'm trying to be more clear in my communication. I'm trying to be more direct. And if that directness is interpreted as rudeness, that has to not be on me anymore, is a thing I've decided. Because I've also been the one to like just not say anything because I don't want someone interpreting something as rude and then having it be derailed. Like, It's just a lot. I don't know. I think my psychiatrist is going to be really proud of me at my next appointment for all of this. Because I think that I am handling things like, I don't like the phrase the way you're supposed to, because like there's not a blueprint for this stuff, because like every single interpersonal situation is going to be different. But like, yeah, I guess that's like the biggest cycle I'm trying to break right now, is just to like let things be different, let people surprise me. They very frequently don't still. But it is, I don't remember if I said that today is the 28th. It's 5:43. It's 5:43. And I've been surprised today by people in a good way. So like, I don't know. I guess there's also something to be said for like letting people be the people that they want to be. Like I talk about like I being the person I want to be even when I'm not. Like I'm always trying to be who I want to be. I'm always, I don't know how to explain that any further. Anyway, moving on. But like other people want to be different in some way a lot of the time too, and like, yeah, a lot of the times people don't change. But like I think the most important thing is, as important as it is to learn how to walk away, it's also important to like not have that then become the default. And I think I like finally am starting to find that. Like you don't have to immediately write someone off, and also you don't have to like continue to put up with BS. So like I figured out how to stop putting up with BS, and now I'm trying really hard to like not just, you're done. Because I've been getting really good at that. I have been getting really, really good at cutting people off. And I don't want to do that anymore. And I wish I had tips for this one. I can't. All I can tell you is that something's going to have to change if you want anything to change. I don't necessarily think that means that like everything is within your control to change. But like, I can't tell you where to start. Like I had to work my way up to stuff, and I had to remove some people to get their voices out of my head. And then I had to be away from those voices long enough for the space to exist to replace them. And for me to realize like where some of my ideas were coming from, so that I could replace those ideas. So like that was what I needed. And like changing my location, changing my places, that just kind of sorted itself out along the way. But maybe you need to change your place first. Maybe you literally cannot do a single thing until you physically remove yourself from a situation. And that's all you can think about right now. I don't know, so I can't tell you where to start. All I could tell you is that nothing changes if nothing changes applies to like literally everything. And while I have been saying that for almost 8 years, and I hadn't really been able to properly conceptualize how true it was until like now. So that's it, I guess. Tune in next week when I have more unhinged non-advice, I guess. What am I doing? I don't know. Did I mention that it's almost 6 o'clock? Because it is. I don't know what next week is going to bring. Hopefully something good. Go change something. Go change something about yourself, in yourself, whatever, that you've been putting off. No, I am not telling you to cut your hair, especially not your bangs. Put down the scissors, Susan. Thank you. Nor do you need a new piercing or tattoo. Bro, get off of Instagram. You do not need to book a session. Go change a habit that needed to be changed. Go let somebody be the person they want to be. Reach out. Or stay in for once. You know what you need. Do it just once this week. Just one time. Don't go overboard. Nothing crazy here. Just one time. See how it feels. Just little pinky toe. See how it feels. You got this. And even if you don't, yeah, you do. Your track record of getting through impossible days is currently 100%. Go you. And as always, stay in good trouble. Bye.